Hey everybody, Jeff Johnson here with you for another edition of Clerk TV. Now this edition is going to be a little bit different because in respect for our next guest's compromised immune system, we're going to do our interview this way. So please welcome the Clerk of Superior Court of Henry County, Sabriya Hill. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. It is just a great opportunity here to meet you, to find out more about Henry County, your role in all of this stuff. But my first question is, let's bring our viewers a little bit of information about Henry County. Where is it and how many citizens are in Henry County?
So Henry County is located approximately 25 to 30 minutes south of Atlanta. And we currently have just below 245,000 a population of 245,000.
That's a lot of people.
Yes.
So you have one of the larger offices of clerks of court in the state.
Well, we like to call it medium size.
Okay, medium size.
Yes.
Medium
yes.
size. You know, in that situation with the citizens of Henry County, you know, what drove you to decide to serve them in this way?
So I served Henry County as a police officer 22 years ago. And have always loved the county of Henry. And I took a look, not a big reason for why I chose to become clerk, but I took a look at leadership in Henry County. And much had not changed over the course of 20 years. And so myself at the time, a lieutenant in Clayton County Police Department in a position of leadership, decided that I would look and see how I could contribute and how I could fit in. And so I examined all of the positions of leadership in Henry County. And when I arrived at the position of Henry County Clerk of Superior Court, I said, I have those qualifications. And my leadership abilities and experience would make me a great candidate for that position. So I ran.
You got all this stuff together because it's exciting to hear somebody like yourself say, I did this because I researched and I think I could help. What was it like stepping out there on that public stage to run for an office like this?
Absolutely. So it definitely was a challenge. It was a challenge now that we see was a very rewarding one.
Yes, yes.
And to be honest with you, initially I didn't know what I was getting myself into. But now I can definitely see why God had me to step into that role, right? Because I'm making a very valuable contribution, of course, along with my staff and along with the support of, commission and of my constituents. But I'm making a valuable contribution to the clerk's office and the needs of the clerk's office in Superior Court. And so it just makes all sense to me now why I am there, because God is really using me. And I hate, and sometimes it's taboo to bring God into this, but I really believe that this is a God ordained position for me, and I'm being used.
What are some of the things that you think that you are being used for? And what have you accomplished in that?
So there is a great need to have our records completely digitized.
Yes.
And so that is one of my that was one of my platforms that I ran on. And since then, I'm glad to say that we are currently now scanning and digitizing all of our records, which date back to 1823.
That's huge.
We are underway with that position right now. That was approved by the Board of Commissioners unanimously. I received that funding. And so we are going through that process now, and we should be complete definitely by this time next year. So all records will be scanned and digitized. So if there is a disaster,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, think about what's out there: tornadoes, flood, whatever it could be.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that was definitely a need to improve technology. Just to improve technology in the office is one, and so we are doing that. And there's just a lot of other needs that I see that we will move this office to the current century.
We're going to talk about your staff in a minute because nobody does it alone.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But
I couldn't.
These things that you're talking about, how does that bring intrinsic value to the citizens?
So the citizens are able to view their records, because these records don't belong to me, right?
Right.
So they're able to view their records digitally and online without having to come into the office, all right?
Waste gas. I'm not saying waste gas, but you know what I mean.
Absolutely. But during the pandemic also was an issue. Having access to their records and having to feel that they may catch COVID or expose the staff to COVID by
Right.
coming into the
Right.
office. That was one. Also, two. It's just a matter of convenience. And then not only storage has been an issue, because see, we're still located in an historically Superior Court, a
Right.
historical building,
Okay.
and storage is an issue for us.
Oh, yeah.
And so we had our documents that were being held in conditions that were not favorable, and so we owe our citizens the responsibility to take care of their records with due care.
Yes.
And having them completely digitized accomplishes that goal.
Yes, it does. Yes, it really does. And it keeps it. To me, it shows your constituency, and your staff and the folks you work with that you are keeping up with technology and things that are going on. Obviously, that sort of thing trickles down to the staff, and then the staff, because they're your forward face to the public.
Yes.
What's your staff mean to you?
My staff means everything to me. I could not do anything without them. I have learned so much from them, and I continue to learn so much from them. I appreciate and respect the work that they do. They really just are. They just exemplify so many things for the face of the office. They have to deal with sometimes people who are not that nice. Let's just be honest.
Be honest.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But
Angry about something, hey, I'm in a
Absolutely.
divorce.
and rightfully so.
Yeah.
But they still are patient. They still are kind. They still are understanding, empathetic. And what I explain to them is place yourself in those people's shoes. And if you were in their shoes, okay, and you needed to come to the Henry County Clerk of Superior Court, you would want staff to treat you in the way that we are going to treat them.
Boy, oh boy, what you just said right there was exactly how I was brought up. Treat other people like you want to be treated.
Yes.
That seems to be a cornerstone of your office.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So far in your time in office, what do you think your biggest accomplishment is?
I believe the scanning and digitization
Okay.
project. That's a huge, huge, huge project.
Right.
And so we're still currently underway. It's something that cannot happen overnight because obviously, records didn't just accumulate
Oh, it takes a little
overnight.
while.
Exactly. And so just getting that kick-started off the ground and having that approved and seeing records moved, it's just exciting.
It is.
Because
It is.
know that you're just one day closer, and when that just comes to fruition,
Yes.
man, I'm just gonna be so proud and be able to just rejoice with.
And you should be, because that's
the
hard work. That's
constituents.
hard work what you did. We're gonna always like to ask a couple fun questions too. You ready for these?
I'm ready.
Nothing crazy. No
I'm
jokes.
ready. Okay.
What are some of your hobbies? What's your when you walk out of that office? getting in that car, you get ready to go and do something fun. What is it?
So, my favorite hobby is to travel, and I can't just walk out of the office and jump in the
No,
car
you
and go
can't. You
travel,
wish you
right?
could, though.
And this position doesn't really allow me to travel much.
No.
So what I try to do is travel on the weekends.
Yes, ma'am.
And our extended holidays. I love to travel. I like to cook,
Ooh.
and I love family, and I love to serve the Lord. And so those are my hobbies, and that's what I do. Unfortunately, I don't get to spend much time traveling, and I don't get to spend much time cooking as I would like to.
I can understand.
Because I'm also in school. I'm studying for my master's
Oh, my.
degree, Master's of Science in Management and Leadership. And so I don't have much spare time. But in my spare time, when I do have some, I love to cook, travel, spend time with my family, and I love to praise the Lord.
At this time, what I'd like for you to do is just look into the camera, talk to the citizens of Henry County, and anything you'd like to say to them, the floor is yours.
I just want to say to the citizens of Henry County that I appreciate you all. I value you very much. There was a reason why you chose me to lead the office of Henry County Clerk of Superior Court. I promised that there were things that I would do in office to move that office along. My promise still stands, and I will continue to do those things as long as I am in office. I appreciate this job. I value it. I do not take my journey lightly. If there is anything that I can ever do while I am in this office, in this position, I would be honored to help you in any way that I can. Please reach out to me or any of my staff, and we will do everything that we can do in our power, in our might, and of course by what the law says we can to get those things done for you.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, Sabriya Hill, Superior Clerk of Court, Henry County. Thank you for watching Clerk TV.